Space is a valuable resource in crowded urban areas. In Toronto, like in other cities, we devote a lot of our public space on public roads to parking for cars. The assumption has always been that that parking is vital to the success of local businesses. The Toronto Centre for Active Transportation studied this particular area of Bloor Street in the Annex. What did they find? That only 10% of the business for local merchants actually came from motorists. 90% of the business came from pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users. In fact, pedestrians and cyclists spent the most each month here in this area. True, the city might be worried if it, for example, replaced the parking with bike lanes, that they would lose revenue. But if that's the case, why does the city give away hundreds of free parking spaces on the side streets that run north and south off of Bloor Street within a few minutes walk of this very spot? There's another problem with free parking on side streets. When that free parking fills up, then people cruise around the block looking for more free parking. Professor Donald Shoup in his book, The High Cost of Free Parking, studied a 15-block area in Los Angeles and found that the average motorist will drive an extra 0.8 kilometers to find a free parking spot. Over a one-year period for that 15-block area, that amounted to 1.5 million kilometers. That's enough to drive to the moon and back twice. So what are the solutions? Number one, set a price for parking on side streets. That would encourage people to cycle or to take transit or carpool into this area. The revenues from that parking could then be returned to the local community for greening or beautification projects. And number two, set that price on side street parking to a level that ensures your supply always exceeds demand, to make sure you avoid having a lot of this extra driving. And finally, on streets like Bloor Street, eliminate the on-street parking in favor of bike lanes or wider sidewalks, which is a more equitable distribution of the road space of this public space.